Welcome to InfoHub. In our headlines, ExxonMobil discovers Guyana's largest oil find yet. More synthetic tracks to be completed this year, and the Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Saturday, January 6 from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. for emergency works. Stay tuned for the details of these and more. Daddy! And now for the details. ExxonMobil's affiliate Esso Exploration today announced a sixth major oil find at the Ranger 1 field in the Stabroek Block. Here is Zenil Williams.
Today it was announced that a more than 230 feet of high-quality oil-bearing reserve has been discovered at the Ranger 1 field. This is the sixth discovery of oil in the Stabroek Block since Liza in 2015. It is also the largest single find to date. Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman told InfoHub the find was a most historic discovery for Guyana. He added that Guyana can expect immense transformational development in the coming years. Minister Trotman also expressed confidence that the country is on the right path and assured that the government remains focused towards achieving first oil and beyond in the most efficient manner. Exxon began exploration drilling of Ranger 1 in November last year. The company and its partners, CNOOC, Nexen, and Hess Corporation, drilled in some 9,000 feet of water and an additional 21 feet into the earth before the reservoir was encountered. Prime Minister Moses Nagamootoo stated that Guyanese should be optimistic about this find.
I hope all Guyanese would now have genuine reason to be excited, genuine reason to be positive about what Guyana is going to be. A country that depends on rich resources, not exclusively, but we are blessed to be able to have new discoveries in the Stabroek Block, only one area.
A release from the government noted that it remains committed to the safe and efficient development of Guyana's offshore basins and called for stakeholders to act patriotically as Guyana continues developing its oil and gas sector. Zenil Williams reporting for InfoHub.
The Stabroek Block is now being estimated to contain 3.2 billion oil equivalent recoverable barrels of oil following the Ranger 1 discovery. Tiffany Rogers has more.
Exxon's Government Affairs Director Kimberly Brasington said the discovery has increased confidence among the company and its partners for exploring the Stabroek Block.
Today, we felt confident to increase our estimate for the Stabroek Block. So that's the 5 finds to date. It doesn't include Ranger, but if you combine Liza, Liza Deep, Payara, Turbo, and Snook, our estimated size of Stabroek Block is 3.2 billion oil equivalent recoverable barrels of oil. And so that's exciting. So that takes us forward into 2018 with an announcement of an increased estimate of the Stabroek Block. And then, with this discovery, we are encouraged to continue in 2018 exploring.
Today, Exxon's affiliate, Esso Exploration, announced that it found a 230 feet high-quality oil-bearing reservoir at the Ranger 1 field, which it began drilling last November. However, Brasington was cautious to quantify the new find.
It's too early to speculate on how big the actual Ranger field is right now. We will drill another appraisal well, a Ranger 2 well, in 2018 that will help us determine the full commerciality of Ranger and identify the size of it.
The Ranger 1 discovery represents the single largest find to date and adds to the discoveries at Liza, Liza Deep, Snook, Payara, and Turbo. Exxon and its partners will continue its exploration in 2018 with the drilling of the Pacura field next. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rogers.
Agriculture Minister Noel Holder says rice is on the rise despite the 2015 loss of the Venezuelan rice market. Zenil Williams tells us how.
Minister Holder was at the time addressing scores of farmers from Blackbush, Polder, Maibukuri, and surrounding areas at an outreach organized by the Prime Minister representative, Gobin Harbajan, in Region 6 to address issues raised by farmers over an extended period.
We are now on a pretty good path of development for rice because, as you'll probably hear from the other members of my team, certainly Mr. Hassan, we have secured new markets for rice, and we need to get, for many reasons, expansion in our rice cultivation area. I think between the millers and the rice board and the government in general, we haven't done badly at all because now we supply rice to 34 countries. And indeed, over the last 2.5 years, we've secured markets, I think 5 new markets.
Head of the Guyana Rice Development Board, Nizam Hassan, described 2017 as a record-breaking one for exports of rice and associated products.
It was close to 540,000 tons of rice was exported for 2017. The previous all-time high was in 2015, 535,000 plus tons. Last year, because of El Nino, it dipped a little to close to 500,000 tons. So for 2017, it's close to 540,000 tons, valued at $201 million.
Hassan added that there is an increased number of markets for Guyana's rice and rice products.
Almost 35,000 tons of rice to Venezuela in 2017. Mexico, of course, as I just mentioned, led the way in terms of the imports. And that was backed up by other countries like Cuba, Brazil, Nicaragua, Panama. Also, we've been exporting to Panama. We exported 40,000 tons of rice to Panama in 2017.
Zanil Williams reporting for InfoHub.
Tiffany joins us again. She tells us that the Guyana National Broadcasting Authority handed out 6 radio licenses today.
GNBA Chairman Leslie Sober said the recipients have had their applications, quote, lingering, end quote, for a number of years.
We went through the file and recognized that it is only fit and proper that they should be considered. And all things being equal, they have brought themselves into full compliance with the regulations governing the issuance of radio licenses.
Those 6 applicants include CNS Channel 6. Managing Director Savitri Sharma said her company had applied more than 20 years ago.
I know it means a lot to CN. It does mean a lot because he has tried so many times and so long that I don't know if he really believes that he got it today.
The license takes effect from today. CEO of Brutal Grouping said obtaining the license is an opportunity to showcase Guyanese talent.
We own Brutal Tracks Recording Studio. We've been in the business of recording local talent from about 2004. So this allows us a channel so that we can allow the rest of the country to hear the works that are being manufactured on the local scale and in the Caribbean.
The license were for the primary, secondary and tertiary frequencies. Sobers added that the GNBA is examining extending the license period beyond a yearly duration. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rogers.
The top cop described the force's 2017 performance as satisfactory compared to previous years. More from Seneca Thorne.
As you would know, there were distractions. Distractions from within, distractions from the outside. Nevertheless, the force stood tall and firm and delivered a satisfactory performance as of the 31st of December 2017 when compared with previous performances.
The Guyana Police Force has recorded an 11% decrease in serious crimes in 2017 compared to 2016. Acting Commissioner David Ramnarine explained that prior to the last 2 weeks in 2017, this rate was at 10%.
For you to achieve that additional 1% decrease, make it 11% decrease, on the 31st of December, quite a lot of work had to be done.
However, robbery under arms carjacking spiked during the last quarter of 2017, with 47 cases reported against 35 cases in 2016, while there were 116 reports of murder in 2017 as against 142 in 2016, a decrease of 18%. The acting commissioner explained that what is significant is that of the 116 cases of murder, 88 were solved, or 77%.
This percentage has been very high for the Guyana Police Force and for this country for quite a long while. And we believe that this ranks among the highest solve rate or clear up rate anywhere in recent times.
Meanwhile, robbery on the arm involving firearms also recorded a 13% decrease last year. Breaking and entering also saw a significant reduction. Seneca Thorne for InfoHub.
The Guyana Water Incorporated and the Central Housing and Planning Authority are gearing up to provide an improved quality of life for residents of hinterland communities. Alexis Rodney has this story.
The CHNPA and GWI collaboration will see residents of indigenous communities benefiting from improved housing and water supplies. The CHNPA on Thursday reported that the foreign-funded housing project in the hinterland is moving apace. CHNPA Chief Executive Officer Leland Saul reported that 93 houses were constructed along with 33 roof replacement subsidies provided at Whitewater, Sibai and Kwamatum, all villages in Region 1. Meanwhile, GWI Chief Executive Officer Dr. Richard Van West Charles said that potable water will soon be provided to many indigenous communities.
The access to water in the hinterland regions has basically been from springs and from creeks, etc., surface water. Now, we are looking intensely at the whole issue of access to water quality, as you will see very soon in Mabaruma and areas in Matthews Ridge having treated water.
Dr. Van West Charles said the GWI is now preparing a filter system along with the installation of a lifesaver filter system at the Mabaruma Hospital to provide filtered water on a 24-hour basis.
In Region 4, we've seen that in Silver Hill, Wayacabra, and Hillfoot, having new wells, a new treatment plant is going to Diamond. To Mary North, a new water supply network has been constructed. At Bladen Hall, as I mentioned, Sparrandam, and you will have in Sophia.
Alexis Rodney for InfoHub.
Athletes in Regions 6 and 10 are being assured that the long-awaited synthetic tracks will be constructed by the end of this year. More in this report.
This was confirmed by Minister of Social Cohesion, Dr. George Norton, who said that the approval was given by the consultant for the construction of both synthetic tracks.
I'm happy to report that already the two sites, that is the one in Linden, particularly Wismar, and the other at New Amsterdam at Bornham's Park, they were visited by the consultant and the engineer, and they reported to me it was favorable. They are happy to be here, especially in the Bornham Park at New Amsterdam. The consultant says to me that it is a very suitable area, and he's looking forward to start working as early as possible.
The minister is confident that with the availability of these tracks to athletes, Ghana will certainly be on par with its Caribbean counterparts.
That elusive Olympic medal or another will certainly be within our reach in a very short time, because already we're seeing our athletes, this locally trained, locally based, are hitting the international competitions and medaling, not only in South America or in the Caribbean, but even internationally.
The construction of these tracks has been catered for in the 2018 national budget as the government moves to significantly improve the level of sports. In 2017, Ghana earned a total of 35 medals in track and field. This included 8 gold medals, 12 silver medals, and 15 bronzes at various international events. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
And here's our final report. The Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Saturday, January 6 from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. for emergency works. Thanks for watching. Remember to connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Goodbye.